Welcome, dear students, to the Module 1, Standard 6, Subject Mathematics, Chapter 4, Operation on Fractions. Students, let's see learning objectives of this module. In this module, we will be learning about fraction, fraction notation, types of fractions, and questions related to it. So let's get started. So students, what is fraction? Here on the screen you can see one whole pizza. So fraction represent equal parts of a whole or a collection. So the fraction of a whole, when we divide a whole into equal parts, each part is a fraction of the whole. Students, let's see one example. Here, one whole watermelon is there. When one watermelon is divided into two equal parts, so each part is 1/2. When we divide this one watermelon into four equal parts, so each part is 1/4. Now let us see if three parts out of four are left in one watermelon. So 3/4 of watermelon is left. Like this we will see the fraction. Next is non-examples. Let's have a look at this picture. What do you think about them? So this all are unevenly divided. When the part of the whole are unevenly divided, they don't form a fraction. Fraction of a collection. Fraction also represents parts of a set or a collection. Let us see one example. Here there are total 5 children. So 3 out of 5 are girls. So the fraction of girls is 3/5. In this bracket you can see this is written in 3/5. So we read as 3/5 girls are present. Second is 2 out of 5 are boys. So the fraction of boys 2/5. In this bracket you can see 2/5 is written. So the fraction is 2/5. Next is fraction notation. In a positive common fraction, the numerator and denominator are natural numbers. The numerator represents a number of equal parts and the denominator indicates how many of those parts make up a unit or a whole. The denominator cannot be 0 because 0 parts we never make up a whole. Let's see example. Here 1/2 is given. So a fraction has two parts. Here you can see 1/2 is given. The number on the top of the line is called the numerator. It tells how many equal parts of the whole or a collection are taken. The number below the line is called the denominator. It shows the total divisible number of equal parts, the whole into or the total number of equal parts which are in the collection. So 1 by 2. Here 1 is the numerator that tells the number of equal parts taken, and 2 is the denominator, so that tells the total number of equal parts in a whole or a collection. Now we will see types of fractions. There are mainly three types of fraction. First is proper fraction. Second one is improper fractions. And third one is mixed numbers. So let's see in details about this. First is proper fractions. A fraction where the numerator means the top number is less than the denominator means the bottom number. Here in proper fraction, numerator is less than the denominator. Let's see examples. So here 1 by 4 is given. So 1 by 4 means 1 quarter and 5 by 6 means 5/6 are proper fraction because the numerator is less than the denominator. Second one is improper fraction. A fraction where the numerator means the top number is greater than or equal to denominator means the bottom number. So when the numerator is greater than or equal to denominator, that we call as improper fraction. Let's see example. 5 by 3 means 5/3 and 9 by 8 means 9/8 are improper fractions. Here you can see the numerator is greater than the denominator. That's why it is an improper fraction. Next is mixed number. A mixed number is a whole number and a proper fraction combined. It is the sum of the two parts, the whole part and the fractional part. So this we read as 1 and 3 by 4. So this is 1 and 3 quarters. This mixed fraction is simple to understand. It is the sum of two parts, the whole part and the fractional part. Now we will see conversion of an improper fraction into mixed number. So if 7 apples are divided equally between two peoples, how many will each one get? Here 7 apples are divided equally between two peoples. We have to find out how many will each one will get. So 7 by 2 means 7 divided by 2. So 2 is our divisor, 7 is our dividend. We know that 2 threes are 6. So 7 minus 6, 3 is our quotient, and 7 minus 6, remainder will be 1. So into mixed number we will write like this. 7 by 2 is equal to 3 and 1 by 2. So each one will get 3 full apples and 1 by 2 apple means half apple. So each one will get 3 full apples and half apple. Remember this, students, while dividing, we take care to see that the remainder is smaller than the divisor. As a result, in the mixed number, the numerator of the fractional part is smaller than its denominator. Next is conversion of a mixed number into an improper fraction. Let's see one example. 3 and 2 by 5 is a mixed number. Convert this into an improper fraction. Let's see solution. 3 and 2 by 5. We will write like this. 3 plus 2 by 5. See here, only 3 is written. When a number don't have any denominator, that means the denominator is 1. So, we will write like this. 3 by 1 plus 2 by 5. Now, we have to keep our denominator same. So, we will multiply both sides by 5. Here, for 3 by 1, we will multiply both sides by 5. So, 3 multiplied by 5 upon 1 multiplied by 5 plus 2 by 5. Now, you can see here, the denominator is same. When two fractions having same denominator are added, we can simply add numerator over a common denominator. So, 3 multiplied by 5 plus 2 upon 5. We know that 3 5s are 15 plus 2 upon 5. So, you will get 17 upon 5. Like this, you will do conversion of a mixed number into an improper fraction. Students, now we will discuss practice set 9. Question number 1. Convert into improper fraction. First is 7 and 2 by 5. Here 7 and 2 by 5. This is in mixed number. We have convert this into improper fraction. So 7 and 2 by 5 is equal to, we can write like this, 7 plus 2 by 5. So when number don't have any denominator, that means the denominator is 1. So 7 by 1 plus 2 by 5. Now we have to keep our denominator same. So for 7 by 1, we will multiply both sides by 5. So 7 multiplied by 5 upon 1 multiplied by 5 plus 2 by 5. Here you will get 7 5s are 35. 1 multiplied by 5, that is 5. So 35 by 5 plus 2 by 5. Now here you can see denominator is same. So when two fractions having same denominator are added, we can simply add the numerator over a common denominator. So 35 plus 2 upon 5. You will get 37 by 5. So 7 and 2 by 5 is equal to 37 by 5. Question number 2. 5, 1 by 6. This is in mixed number. We have to convert this into improper fraction. So 5, 1 by 6, we can write like this also. 5 plus 1 by 6. When a number don't have any denominator, that means the denominator is 1. So 5 by 1 plus 1 by 6. Now we have to keep our denominator same. So we will multiply by 6 on both sides. So 5 multiplied by 6 upon 1 multiplied by 6 plus 1 by 6. Now you will get 5 6 are 30 upon 6 plus 1 by 6. Now you can see here denominator is same, so we can simply add numerator over a common denominator. So 30 plus 1 upon 6, you will get 31 by 6. So 5 and 1 by 6 is equal to 31 by 6. Question number 3, 4 and 3 by 4. So we will write like this, 4 plus 3 by 4. So here denominator is not written, so we will write denominator 1. So 4 by 1 plus 3 by 4. Now we have to keep our denominator same. So for 4 by 1 we will multiply both side by 4. So 4 multiplied by 4 upon 1 multiplied by 4 plus 3 by 4. So 4 4s are 16 upon 4 plus 3 by 4. Now here you can see the same denominator. So we can simply add the numerator over a common denominator. So 16 plus 3 upon 4. So you will get 19 by 4. So 4 and 3 by 4 is equal to 19 by 4. Question number 4, 2 and 5 by 9. So here we will write like this, 2 plus 5 by 9. Here denominator is not written, so 1 we will write as a denominator. So 2 by 1 plus 5 by 9. Now we have to keep our denominator same, so we will multiply by 9. So 2 multiplied by 9 upon 1 multiplied by 9 plus 5 by 9. We know that 2 9s are 18 upon 9. So 18 upon 9 plus 5 by 9. Now the denominator is same. We can simply add the numerator over a common denominator. So 18 plus 5 upon 9. So 18 plus 5, that is 23 upon 9. So 2 and 5 by 9 is equal to 23 by 9. Question number 5, 1 and 5 by 7. So here we will write like this, 1 plus 5 by 7. So denominator is not written, so 1 we will write as a denominator. So 1 by 1 plus 5 by 7. Now we have to keep our denominator same, so for 1 by 1 we will multiply both sides by 7. So 1 multiplied by 1 upon 1 multiplied by 7 plus 5 by 7. So 7 by 7 plus 5 by 7. Now our denominator is same. We can simply add the numerator over a common denominator. So 7 plus 5 upon 7, you will get 12 by 7. So 1 5 by 7 is equal to 12 by 7. Question number 2, convert into mixed numbers. So first is 30 by 7. So 30 by 7 is an improper fraction. Here numerator is greater than the denominator. So here we have to convert this into mixed number. So 30 divided by 7, you will get 7 4s are 28. So 30 minus 28, remainder will be 2. So in mixed number, you will write whole number and proper fraction. So this is your quotient, this is your remainder and remainder upon divisor. So quotient plus remainder upon divisor. So 30 by 7 is equal to 4 and 2 by 7. Question number 2, 7 by 4. This is also an improper fraction. Here numerator is greater than the denominator. So 7 by 4 is 7 divided by 4. So here we know that 4 ones are 4. So 7 minus 4, remainder will be 3. So into mixed number, you will write like this: whole number plus remainder upon divisor. So 1 and 3 by 4. So whole number plus proper fraction. So 1 and 3 by 4. Question number 3, 15 by 12. So 15 divided by 12, you will get 12 ones are 12. So 15 minus 12, remainder will be 3. So 15 by 12 is equal to 1 and 3 by 12, or you can write like this also: 1 and 1 by 4. Question number 4, 11 by 8. So 11 divided by 8, you will get 8 ones are 8. So 11 minus 8, remainder will be 3. So 11 by 8 is equal to 1 and 3 by 8. Question number 5, 21 by 4. So 21 divided by 4. Here when you divide 4 5s are 20. So 21 minus 20, remainder will be 1. So 21 by 4 is equal to 5 and 1 by 4. Question number 3. Write the following example using fraction. First one is, if 9 kilogram rice is shared among 5 people, how many kilograms of rice does each person get? So let's see solution. Total quantity of rice is equal to 9 kilogram. Number of people is equal to 5. So kilograms of rice is received by each person is equal to 9 by 5. In mixed number, we will write like this: each person will get 1 and 4 by 5 kilogram of rice. Second question, to make 5 shirts of the same size, 11 meters of cloth is needed. How much cloth is needed for one shirt? Let's see solution. Total meter of cloth is equal to 11 meters. Number of shirts to be made is equal to 5. So, meter of cloth needed to make one shirt is equal to 11 by 5. And mixed number we will write like this. Therefore, cloth needed to make one shirt is equal to 2 and 1 by 5 meters. Here we completed with practice set 9. Thank you dear students.